OHSU, the Casey Eye Institute. And the purpose for this trip is because I dropped my phone. My bad. Purpose for the trip is because my eyeballs are trying to detach from themselves. When I was about 6, I think.
She made a face and her mom said somebody will hit you in the head and your face is going to stay that way. And then when she was 9, she made a face and somebody hit her in the back of the head. Now she's suffering repercussions. So there's that.
Anyway, when I was about 6, my mom noticed that I couldn't see anything, so she took me in and got glasses. It turns out my eyeballs were bad, and within a couple years, I was either 8 or 10. I think I was 6 when I got glasses and 8 when I got contacts. It could be the other way around. I don't know. God, Portland's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, my father has super bad eyes. Anyway, really thick glasses. So I started out with hard contact lenses, and then I switched to soft lenses when I was, I want to say about 22. They've just been getting progressively worse. It's severe myopia, so we've been keeping an eye on it, so to speak, for, you know, the entirety of my lifetime. And I always just figured that I was going to end up at some point with eye surgery. Why don't you just have LASIK and get better? Well, I can't have LASIK. It doesn't work for me. It wouldn't have been, by the time my eyes were grown enough in order to be able to, I hate this bridge, by the time my eyes were grown enough to be able to have the LASIKs, they were already past the point of being able to fix with something like that. When I was a child, my mom was looking into experimental surgeries and whatnot, and she was actually planning on taking me to Russia for it, but that didn't happen because of the way that they progressed, and the technology wasn't up to date enough to be able to do anything. So here we are. So this last time I went in and got my eyes checked, I haven't noticed that big of a difference over the last 14 months it was between my checkups. So I was actually thinking that when I went into the eye doctor, I was going to get a, hey, you know, nothing's changed all that much. I was a negative 14.75, you know, so I'm thinking that that's probably where it's going to stay. And Dr. Lovercheck in Pendleton, Oregon is the best eye doctor ever. So they did their click, click, puff, puff in the eye, blah, blah, blah. And GPS is being a jackass. So is going on right now is I need to find out if I'm going to have a corneal transplant. The cornea, normal person's eyeball is shaped like a football, and it's, you know, fairly rounded. My eyeball is long and it's stretching. So as the eyeball stretches, the cornea stays put, and as it thins itself out like that, it creates a possibility of having corneal detachment. So I'm looking at, by Dr. Levercheck's estimates, I've got a 50-50 or less, 50-50 or greater likelihood within the next 5 years that I'm going to have corneal detachment. I'm already seeing sparkles, and sometimes I'll be looking at something straight on and it just does the shake thing. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And he said that it's getting to the point where the jelly that's behind the cornea is starting to leak a little bit. So, there's our dog. Here's a dog. Hello, dog.
Take the next left onto South Bancroft Street, then turn right onto South Parker Boulevard.
Portland's a freaking maze.
I keep seeing these no truck signs and I don't want to turn.
So we're...
The
possibility, what we're going down for is a heavy duty eye exam to figure out what the hell comes next, because we don't know. It could be that I need a cornea transplant. It could be that I need one real soon. It could be that I don't need one at all. It might be that it will be several years before I have to have one, and we can try different types of contacts. My understanding is I could have either go back into a gas permeable hard lens, or I could go into is blue, or I could go into a
make a U-turn, then turn right onto Southwest Condor Avenue.
GPS has been drinking. It's just, it's had too much tequila or something. So I could go into a hard contact lens with a soft exterior. I'm not really sure. So we'll see how that plays out. I honestly don't know what to expect about all this. I'm not overly enthusiastic about the idea of a surgery. I've had, I forget what, 10 surgeries in the last 5 years? Yeah, lose count. It's another pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. I'm not scared. I'm not worried. It's just it's a pain in the ass. But
it's about 100. GPS is about 100 feet off.
GPS is 100 feet off. So what it could end up being, the thing that gets me about the surgery is that if I have to have it, the thing that's sticking in my mind is that someone has to die in order for me to see. And I am very, very grateful for those who are loving enough to donate their organs to help people live and to love for longer lives. Precious boy that I know has given life to many. Another beautiful soul passed on, and he gave of himself.
Does this feel right?
I don't remember. It feels like we're taking a trip up into the woods is what it feels like.
Yeah. You don't have any shovels, do you?
I think I have a plastic shovel.
Right onto Southwest Turnpike.
And I realize that people die every day, and it's not anything that anyone can control, of course, but it just makes me sad about something like that. It's not a give me the willies kind of thing, it just makes me sad. But if I need to do it, I'll do it. Last time I came up here 4 years ago, it was a fucking miserable experience. And I don't know how today's going to play out. I was blind for the majority of the day. I ended up with a massive headache. It was a hell of a workup. So I don't know what to expect for today. I'm thinking that it's not going to be a whole lot of great fun. But looks like we're here, so be back. So much fun. I got to wear my homemade mask, and everything here is like it's under some kind of military quarantine or something. You've got to be super distant and super careful, and you know, in 4 minutes you can go upstairs. Like, okay, so here is the lovely little room that I'm in. I have no idea what comes next. Not excited. Not even a little bit. The eye dilation is... let's just hope that there's a way around it. Because, okay, here's my pupils right now. See? They look like completely normal eyes, right? Yeah, apparently not. I'm legally blind without correction. I know that. I've been legally blind for a long time. It's one of those things where I think if I have my facts straight, and something that a normal 20/20 vision person can see 20 feet away, I think is what it is, without needing correction or magnification or anything like that. I would have to have magnified something like 3,000 times in order to be able to see it, and then it's so close that it's so close at that point that it's distorted and I can't see it. So, like, if I don't have my glasses on, which I very rarely wear, I haven't had any prescription of glasses for years. But if I don't have my glasses on, my contacts in or anything, if I'm going to read something or if I've got to see something, I've literally got to be about that close. So, and no, I didn't bother with makeup or anything today because what's the point? So, the fogging is real. So I'm sneaking this one real quick. They just had me check out what I could see, and please, no, I can't read the bottom line. I can barely read the middle line. Yeah, no, I can't read that. Yeah, okay, so it's that, and it's being reflected into that mirror. So anyway, here's the glasses. Woohoo! I like the frames. I don't like the fact that my eyes are, you know, that big as I look through them, but they are specially treated. See, right now, I cannot see you. I can't, well, myself, whatever. Let's see, how close do I need to get it in order to see clearly? Now, I think I can see clearly. But yeah, the room is just a blob. Memory tells me what I'm looking at, but I honestly have no idea. I mean, I can make out that that's a chair. It looks like a big black marshmallow, but I can more or less tell that that's a chair. But yeah, so. Little blue spinny light went around. This sucks. She took my glasses to see what prescription it was in, so I have absolutely no way of seeing anything. I'm getting a headache. They just put numbing drops in my eyes and went to dilate them and put the pressure checker thingy in the eyeball. It's weird because it's squishy, and well, it's like looking through a bubble and having the bubble poking in the eyeball. So they should be starting to dilate here. They have absolutely no sense of humor here whatsoever. Not having a great time. So yeah, but you know, it's to be expected. So okay, so all done. It was not as bad as what I was expecting. Eyeballs are dilated, so I can see decently by distance, but up close, like looking at the screen right now, it's distorted, so I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. Cannot see to type, cannot see to read, so texting and my book are out until things improve. We're gonna go get something to eat. So the moral of the story is, he got in, he looked all over the place at everything. See, even the light's not bothering me. Last time it was freaking miserable. See, I can read that sign, Terwillinger or whatever. I can read Detour, but I can't read what's on my phone.
Terwilliger?
Sure. Weird name. So he looked up, down, all around. He said, I am seeing absolutely nothing of concern. There's nothing that is any kind of an issue. There's no detachment of the retina. There's no problems with the cornea. They're a little bit thin. He said that I do have a tiny cataract that he said, but I think you were born with it, and it's not a problem, not a big deal at all. Which is the first I've heard of it, so I'm not worried about it. He said it was probably a good idea every couple of years, maybe in about 12 months starting, to see a retinal specialist simply because of the way my eyes are. So the moral of the story at this point is that we're wondering if maybe there wasn't a glitch in the machine, glitch in the matrix or something, when it showed such a drastic jump. He said, and that it's possible it could happen. It's not, because I'm just not seeing anything to indicate that there's any kind of a problem. I'm just really, 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 really nearsighted. So there's no changing in contacts. There's no changing in anything. So this is where we're at. So I'm gonna wait for my eyeballs to figure out which way is up, and I'm thinking while Casey gathers up all of my information and everything, whatever it is that they're gonna need from my regular eye doctor, to see what what might be. From there, we're going to I'm just gonna make another appointment with him and have him do those basic readings again and see if they come out the same. So that's that for now. We are off to the wonderful city of Portland, so we can go to the KCI Institute, find out what is going on with my eyeballs.